Hello everyone, it's Dr. Mitch McKee at Berry Farms Animal Hospital. The topic for this discussion for our video today is acupuncture. What is it and what do we use it for? And our assistant's going to be asking us some questions to help facilitate that plan.
Dr. Mitch, what is dog acupuncture?
So acupuncture is basically taking needles and placing those needles in certain points on the body or along certain channels on the body in order to activate the body's natural healing abilities. So you can stimulate the acupuncture point. It causes some stem cell release. It causes a cascade of other events. Basically, it allows the body to release its own endorphins for pain management, for tissue relaxation, and also help with any underlying condition.
Is there more than one type of dog acupuncture?
There are different types of acupuncture. There's dry needle acupuncture, which is just placing a single needle in a spot. There's electrical acupuncture, which you take that needle, you hook it to an electrical current to help stimulate that area and that channel. There's aquapuncture, where you use medications like vitamin B12 or maybe some saline to put in the acupuncture spot. There's also pneumoacupuncture, where you can use air in certain areas to help build up muscle tissue. There is acupressure, where you're just using your thumb or your finger at an acupuncture spot. Some veterinarians do laser acupuncture. You can use a laser to do the same thing as a needle can do. Also, there's another procedure called moxibustion.
What is moxibustion and why is it considered part of acupuncture therapy?
So moxibustion is where you take a herbal stick. The exact name for it is Artemis vulgaris. And you take this herbal stick, it's shaped kind of like a cigar. You light that, and let's say you put a needle in a patient along the back. You just hold that warm stick over that needle, and the heat goes down the needle into the body and helps warm up that area. As an alternative, you can just hold the stick over the area without the needle being there, being careful not to burn our patients, of course. But it's very good for heating up areas in the body that stay cold all the time, especially good for our really old arthritic patients to help warm up their joints.
How does the use of acupuncture impact the health and well-being of my dog?
Well, using acupuncture not only treats the problem at hand, it increases the quality of life, just kind of gives them an overall feel better type feeling. So in terms of how it impacts your pet's life, it can be very rewarding in terms of buying them a little more time or trying to help them through chronic diseases. It just gives us another alternative to use in our treatment regimen.
How old does a dog need to be to receive acupuncture?
There's really not an age restriction. We don't do it very much on our very younger patients, puppies or kittens, but for the most part, it can be done at any age.
What are some conditions that would benefit a dog by receiving acupuncture treatments?
So most common conditions that we use acupuncture for are going to be musculoskeletal pain. These would be your back problems, your neck problems, and that also transpires sometimes over into neurological issues like disc disease. It's very rewarding for patients with disc issues. It can be. It can do a lot of good in terms of getting those patients back up on their feet again. That can be used for other scenarios, such as coughing. Very good for heart patients in controlling some of their symptoms. It can be good for GI disease, especially controlling symptoms like diarrhea. It can be used for allergies. There's lots of different applications for it. It's depending upon what might be going on with your pet.
Would acupuncture complement my dog's current treatments?
Acupuncture is most often always a good complementary treatment to what you may be using already. In fact, what we find a lot of times is if you add acupuncture to your patient's treatment regimen, you're able to decrease the amount of medications that they're sometimes taking, which can be a very good thing in terms of overall quality of life.
How can dog acupuncture be integrated with Western medicine?
It kind of depends upon the situation at hand, but we look at acupuncture as just another tool that we have in our toolbox, just like our pain medication, just like our antibiotics, just like our x-ray machine and lab equipment. It's just something that we have available to use when we feel like it's most needed.
How will a veterinarian determine if acupuncture is right for my dog?
So the best way to determine if acupuncture is right for your pet is to have an appointment with a certified veterinary acupuncturist for different reasons. One thing we want to do is we always want to have a right diagnosis. So if you have the right diagnosis, it gives you the optimal chance to do what you feels best in terms of affecting your patient's health. Also, it's important to get an exam when you're considering acupuncture, because not all patients like acupuncture. Some won't sit still for the session. Some don't like the needles being placed. So it's important to get a right diagnosis, but it's also important for a certified veterinary acupuncturist to assess your pet's condition to see if we're even a candidate for acupuncture or not. If you have any questions about acupuncture and how we can help control or mitigate any illnesses that your pet has, you can always give us a call or set up an appointment here at the clinic. Thanks.